All right, welcome back. We are on week 2 of Comeback Circle 6. How did everyone's? I know a couple of you were putting it in the chat, but how did your week 1, your DMOs, did you stick to them? Did that help you? Hopefully so. Continue that. Just because we did it for 1 week does not mean, oh, we do it for 1 week and we stop. No, we're getting better. Okay, we're going to keep getting better. So make sure that you are continuing that because we don't need to feel like a failure. We need to definitely have some sort of DMOs like these are my non-negotiables. I'm going to do it every single day because that helps you be consistent. Okay, good, awesome, Trish. Okay, Amberlyn, sorta, but let's get it consistent 100%. Remember, these are non-negotiables. No matter what, I'm going to do these. If I can do extra, that's great, but you're non-negotiables. Okay, so tonight we are going to get on a little topic that I want to call content that converts. Okay, so if you're taking notes, content that converts. I hear a lot of the time, and some of you may have said this to me before, probably so. I know some of you have, that you feel like you have a content problem. How many of you have thought that? You have said that you have a content problem. They'll say things like, I don't know what to post. I'm not creative. I don't know what to do a reel about. My content isn't performing. I'm bad at reels. Okay. I think all of us at some sort of another have said something along those lines. Okay. But let me tell you what I see as a leader. Okay. As a leader, I don't think that people have a content problem. They have a clarity problem. Okay. I think that is the difference. They are posting randomly. They're just throwing something out there, hoping that it sticks. They're copying without intention. They are posting to check a box of, oh, I post instead of posting to start conversations. That's the difference. Okay. If your content is not leading to conversations, then you're not doing your job. Your content is not doing its job if it is not causing conversations to happen. Okay. Tonight, we're not going to talk about trends. We're not going to talk about fancy editing skills. We're not going to talk about going viral. We're going to talk about posting with a purpose, content that converts. Okay. So we are going to kind of reframe what content is for a second, because I think a lot of people think it's one thing when it's not. Okay. Content is not about impressing people. It's not the perfect graphic. It's not the perfect live. It's not the perfect reel. It's not about looking perfect. Okay. It's not about keeping up with everyone else. Well, Ashley posts this many times a day. Well, Ashley does this, or my upload. That's not what it is. It's not about keeping up with everyone. Okay. Content is about your position. It's the way you position yourself. Okay. Every piece of content, I hope you write this down. Every piece of content that you post, it should do at least one of these 3 things that I'm going to say. It should either build trust, it should start a conversation, or it should point somebody to an offer. Okay? Build trust, start a conversation, or point someone to an offer. If it doesn't do one of those 3 things, it's just filling up space. It's just filling up space on your timeline. And here's the truth. You don't need more content out there. Okay? You just need more intention behind your content that you are posting. You can actually post less and convert more if you do this. When you are clear on what you are posting, you will be able to convert more so that you can honestly stop posting as much. Okay? If there's nothing that you write down tonight, I want you to write this thing. This what I'm about to say down, that there are 3 types of content that you should be consistently posting that are going to convert. And when I mean convert, I mean sales and recruits. All right. So number 1 is value content. Okay. This is where you teach people. This is where you help them understand something. This is where you educate. This could be like your skincare routine. This could be your makeup routine. This could be a how-to on an eye thing. This could be a product tip, the eye primer, which, God bless its soul, it better come back. I'm going to send another ticket tonight. All right. The eye primer does this, or the tea tree soap does this. It could be giving a tip on a certain product. It could be a before and after. It could be, here's my problem, but this is the solution that solved it. Okay, that is what value content is. Value content is positioning you as someone who knows what they're talking about. And I'm not saying you need to know everything about every product. When I first started, and heck, I've been here 6 years and I don't know everything about every product. All right. You find the products that you love and you become the expert on it. When I signed up 6 years ago, all I had was a VFX foundation and a matte liquid lipstick. So my content didn't shut up about those 2. Find things that you are passionate about and become the expert on it. Okay. But here's the mistake that people make is they give the value. Okay. They give the tip. They give the skincare suggestion. They whatever. Okay. And then they stop. Oh, I did it. I did my little tip. I did my little before and after. I did my skincare routine. Okay. But value without direction, if you're giving that value, but you're not giving direction, then it's just information. I'm just giving out free information. Oh, did you know that if you take this spoolie and you let it dry and it flakes off, then look, your mascara, that trick. Okay. If you're not giving direction with it, you're just giving out free information. So every value that you give, you should still invite them. Like, message me if you want help. Tell me if this sounds like you. I can walk you through this. Message me if you need help finding your skincare routine. I do in my stories a lot. I take off my makeup and I tell them about the importance of removing your makeup and then cleansing your makeup and then a toner and a serum and a moisturizer. And then I say, but hey, this routine may not be for you. So if you don't have a good skincare routine, message me and tell me what your skincare issues are, and I can help you find the one for you. I don't just say, hey, come buy these products. Or look, this is what you should do. I tell them, message me if you are having an issue with your skincare. So always invite them when you are adding value in a post, a reel, a live, whatever. Still invite them. Okay. So now, number 2. Apparently, you have to turn it off while on Zoom. Oh my goodness. Hold on. To stop your Zoom from feature, disable the center stage. Okay, I'm gonna have to look at that before I sign off. Okay, Everlynn's trying to help me not be seasick over here. And I'm trying to stay still, but it's not helping. Okay, number 2, story content. This is where people connect to you. Okay. Story content sounds like this. I used to feel this way. Okay. Here's what changed for me. This season taught me. Relating it back to you, right? I almost quit, but da 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 da. That is story content. It's not about oversharing. It's about being relatable. And some of you aren't doing that. You're not being relatable because people don't join products. What do they join? You. They join you. They don't join companies. They don't join because they love that products. They join people. And your story is going to give somebody permission to believe, maybe this could work for me. Maybe I could make an extra $100. Maybe I could impact lives. Maybe I could have a community of people like that. But you've got to share that story. You've got to share what it is doing for you, Addie. Okay. Number 3, offer content. This is where you invite. And I want to be really clear. If you don't offer products, opportunity, whatever, you're not selling. Some of you think you're selling pharmacy because you're talking about it a lot. But if you don't offer, you are not selling. Okay. Posting value and story without offering is like you're running a store with no checkout. That's what it's like. Okay. You're throwing out the content, you're throwing out this, you're throwing out the story. But if you don't offer, it is like a store that is running without a checkout. Offer content can be like this. It could be product bundles. It could be promotions. It could be, I'm doing my fit program, y'all know, okay? It could be the business opportunity. It could be an event or a challenge, the Zen Mascara challenge that y'all do, or Double Lash or whatever. It could be any of that. This isn't pushy. It's clear and it's direct. People need to know what to do to take the next step. So you've got to get some sort of offer out there to people. Now, this is something that I get asked all the time. All right, well, Ashley, if I'm doing those 3 types of contents, some of you are probably thinking, well, where does my lifestyle content come in? Okay, where does my lifestyle content, my kids, my life, whatever, right? Lifestyle content is not number 4. Okay, that's not what it is. That is not what content is. Lifestyle content can still be those 3: value, offer, and your story. It can still be that because it just shows it through your real life. You could be doing it in your kitchen. You could be doing it in your car. You could be doing it in school pickup line. You could be doing getting ready. Like you're just getting ready for the day. I'm still sharing my life. When I do my coffee, I just put my phone up and record me making my coffee. I'm not trying to sell them my coffee. I'm sharing my life. When I do my skincare, I'm just talking, removing my skincare. I'm not trying to always sell them my routine. I'm just doing my life with them. Okay. Lifestyle just makes your content human. It makes it not AI. Okay. And human content is what converts. All right. You don't need the perfect lighting. You just need to be present. Okay. Now, I need to say something, and I'm saying it because I love you and I care so much, right? Y'all know I love you and I care so much. But posting just to check a box is not what we are doing here. Okay? It's not. Some of you are just posting reels to say, I did a reel today. Some of you are relying on AI to make your graphics everything for you. Some of you are relying on AI to write every caption for you. Some of you are uploading just a picture of yourself with music and calling that a reel. Okay. And I'm going to be honest. People see that and they scroll. I don't stop. Some of you on this call, I've seen it and I love you. I'm saying this to make you better, right? I'm helping you become better. You're just posting a picture or 2 pictures with some music. I'm not stopping. I'm scrolling. It doesn't make me stop in my tracks. Reels have a job. There is a purpose in Reels, and that is to stop the scroll. We want people to stop. And if all they do is hear some music and a picture of you, or not a picture of you and just an AI picture that you think looks like you, they're going to scroll. They're going to keep scrolling because it doesn't grab their attention. Say something meaningful. Do a transition. Say a hook at the beginning of it. Something. Show your face. Show your voice. Spark some curiosity. That's the purpose of a reel. Or to entertain if it's not like business related, like Tanya's music ones. Those are entertaining. Those are adding life to people, right? That's a different. But I'm talking about like any that you do with pharmacy related or business related. Like, don't just take a picture of you holding the box, say, join me for $20 and have some music behind it and think that that's a reel. I would say that's more of like a post than it is a reel. So you're not really, reels are what grab your following. Okay. Lives tend to cultivate those relationships, right? They help you get deeper. They help you get to know people. Reels are stopping people in their tracks. We want to grab their attention the first 5-10 seconds, really like first 5 seconds. Okay. It's your personality that is showing through. And some of you aren't showing your personalities on your reel. Okay. So if every caption sounds the same, people can tell. They want your voice. They want your opinion, whether you believe it or not. They want your expertise. And a reel is not just a picture with music. That does not stop anyone. So if you're doing a reel to just do a reel, I'd rather you not do it because that's not the purpose behind it. Okay. So we are going to make it a purposeful reel. Quality over a checklist. I want quality content out there over a checklist, not just, oh, yep, my DMO says I got to do a reel today. Check. So just throwing out something. I want quality content over a checklist every single time. Okay. I don't want just more content from you. I want better, more intentional, purposeful content. Okay. So let's talk rhythm realistically. Okay. You do not need to post all day, every day. That is how burnout happens. That is how you're like, I can't do this. I ain't cut out for that. All right. You need a simple, sustainable flow, which is what we talked about with the DMOs, right? Maybe it's 3 to 5 stories daily that you're doing. Maybe it's 3 to 4 posts a week or 1 a day. I don't know what it is for you. Okay. You need some sort of flow. But some of you are like, oh, I didn't get my 3 posts up today. You're putting too much pressure on yourself. There's more that happens behind the scenes than just a post. I'll be honest, I'm hoping every day to get, well, I do TikTok shop, so it's way more than that, but I do like 7 reels. Okay. But a lot of them are TikTok shop, 1 pharmacy based, lifestyle based reel. I do 1 post a day and I live the heck in my stories. But some of you are like, oh, I didn't get a value content up. Oh, I didn't get a lifestyle content up. Oh, I didn't get a reel up. And so you're trying to make your post perfection and you're getting burned out because you're like, oh, I'm just going to post 3 to 4 times a day. I want quality content over that. Okay. Maybe it's 1 to 2 intentional offers a week that you're doing and you're keeping it that simple. And if that feels like too much, maybe step it back. But the key is whatever you do, you've got to stay consistent at it. Because consistency builds that trust. It builds that familiarity with people. And that familiarity continues to build that trust. And that trust is what leads to conversion. That trust is what leads to conversation. All right. So now this is where people seem to stop too soon. And this kind of was added to my training tonight because of a conversation that we had with Heather, those of us that are in the Mexico run. But this is where people stop. They post, they get likes, they get views, and then they do nothing. That's it. They do nothing. Content creates the opportunity, and you have to create the conversation. If somebody likes, comments, watches, votes, replies, that is your green light. That is your green light. Go message them. Go talk to them. Go do life with them. Do not wait for them to DM you first. They came to your page. Your storefront is your social media. I say this all the time. If you had a brick and mortar pharmacy shop and someone walked in, you wouldn't just stand there and look at them. You would say, hey, thanks for coming in. Welcome. Shop around. Let me know if I can help you. Same thing with your social media. Someone likes, comments, interacts, views your story, goes on a poll. That is your green light to go and have a conversation with them. Okay, that is a lead. That is them showing interest. They're watching your stuff. Message them, reply, Follow up, go to their page, interact on something that they did, message them. Hey, thanks for jumping on my live today. Did you have any questions while you were on? They might not feel comfortable jumping on the live, asking a comment, right? Hey, thanks for liking my post. I really appreciate your support in my business. If I can ever help you, let me know. I'm not pushing. I'm not saying, hey, I saw you like my post. Do you want to have my link and go shop and buy? That's not what I'm doing. That's not what I'm doing. I'm messaging them, thanking them for their support. I am appreciating them coming to my page and interacting, or just following up with them. Hey, thanks for jumping on my reel today or my live today or whatever. How's your family? It's just starting conversations. Okay. It's not cold messaging, because listen, I have been on people's where I watch their story and then they send me this slimy message like, hey, my name is Ashley and I would love to help you. I saw you watch my story. Can I help you buy anything? That's not what I'm saying you do, because they're going to run the other way, right? That's slimy. But if they are watching your stuff, that means their eyes are on you. Go interact with them. Go follow up with them. Go build a relationship. Start some conversation with them. Okay. Is this making sense? Okay. Yeah. Do not call message. Yeah. That's not what I'm saying to do. Okay. But honestly, if they're liking and interacting with your stuff, that's not, they are showing interest, right? So it's not like they're cold messaging you. All right. But if you are posting without having conversations, that is leaving momentum on the table. Okay? So let's put this week into action. Okay? Here is your challenge for the week. We are going to create your plan, your weekly content simple plan this week. Okay? I want you this week, you choose what day it is. I want you to do at least one value post. I gave you a ton of ideas earlier. You'll get the replay. You can go back and listen. I want you to do one story-based post and one offer post. I gave you examples of all three of them, right? Post those 3 intentional pieces this week. I'll come read comments in just a second. If you do a reel, it must stop people's scroll. It must say something. It must have some sort of conversation. And then your other challenge is start conversations with anyone who engages with you this week. Again, I'm not saying cold message. You will never hear me train that way. I'm saying start a conversation. Go reach out to them. And then Friday night, by the end of the week, you reflect. You ask yourself, what felt more natural? Which post felt the most natural to you this week? Was it the story? Was it the opportunity, the offer, or was it the value post? What was the most natural for you? Which post led to conversations? And what are you learning about your audience? Because you're going to learn something this week from your audience. The more that you do this, you're going to notice, oh, my audience likes this. Oh, my audience like this. Right now, Heather's health stuff is going crazy. She's getting thousands of views. And I told her, that is your audience saying, I want more of that. Those numbers don't lie. So what are you going to see this week in your post when you do one of those 3 posts every, couple days? What is that teaching you? What is your audience trying to tell you that they want? Okay. So that is your challenge this week. One of those 3 posts, value, story, offer, at all 3, some point this week. All right. If you do a reel, which you should be doing reels, it must stop a scroll. Not just a picture of you holding up a product saying, oh, this is the best time walker. Ain't nobody stopping for that. I wouldn't. Okay. Stop their scroll. And then start conversations with everyone who engages. Now, let me leave you with this. Your content does not need to be louder, bolder, crazier, perfect. It just needs to be clearer. Okay? You don't need to be someone else. You need to be consistent as yourself. Okay? And when your content has intention, when there is a purpose behind it, your confidence grows. It just naturally does. And when your confidence grows, your conversations follow. And when conversations happen, guess what? Results follow. Cha-ching, money, or people joining your team. Show up this week, post with a purpose, and trust the process. Okay? Let me come back and see what I'm saying. Can you explain value content again? Yes. Value, I don't want to miss anything that I said. Value is you teaching, helping, or educating people. This can be skincare routines, before and afters, a tip about a product, a tip about a makeup technique, a tip about washing your hair, a tip on losing weight. It could be I had this problem and this item solution base fixed it. Listen, I've been talking the heck about paprika balsam lately, and I've been selling the crap ton of those because people are like, wait, what? It does what? It helps your stretch marks. It helps you break up your, like Linda this week, her bronchitis congestion that she had. Like, it helps with your headaches. What? Talk about what is your problem and what is the solution. And that's what value content is. When people like your post, you can click on the reactions to your post and it says mention that, click the person and post. I love it. Yes, thank you for showing my post some love. Yes. Okay. Any reels to me, and especially the younger generation, is funny or goofy or something that has details that grabs your attention, even in someone dancing with the product in their hand or singing while putting the product on. Yes, Sierra. Yes, that's great. Dropping a challenge tomorrow. Great. Okay. Any questions? Y'all have any comments, concerns, anything that you need help with for this week? Y'all got a plan? You're ready? It's going to be a great week. If you want to, take pictures of everybody on here so you can post it on your stories about what a great call we had, adding people to the team, that we do this together, whatever you desire. Okay. I love you guys. Remember, tomorrow we will launch. I will make a post when we are launching to the customers. You can officially announce. Hopefully, you've been teasing. I've been seeing some of y'all tease your customers, and it's going to be great. But I love you guys. Y'all have an awesome week, and I'm going to stop this recording. Bye, y'all. Love you.